Hi everybody, how are you doing? Inspirations. I talk about inspirations because I'm going to go through some of the things that I actually use, the cookbooks basically, when I'm doing my cooking. Also, I use them as a reference guide as well. So let's get started anyway. Nice and easy, first one. These are a must-have in any house. This is Dan Toombs, the curry guy. He basically does all the Indian food, like your chicken madras, dopayas, all that, your kormas. Basically takeaway food. If you ever want to give it a go, you should buy this book. It's absolutely brilliant. And making it at home just tastes better than actual takeaways. So, yeah. The next one on my list is actually my food hero. It's Kwok Wan. You will know who this guy is. He actually is the brother of Gok Wan. And he has made a complete Chinese takeaway cookbook. This is where I get a lot of my Chinese cookery recipes from. And I do a hell of a lot from this book, and they always turn out absolutely perfect. Let's just, for instance, like, obviously chicken chow mein is in there and all sorts of things. You got like shredded crispy chili beef. You get your general chicken curries. Everything is in there. It's a must-have in any kitchen. I also do a folder. I'm always going online. I'm always scouting for new recipes and something that I want to try, or if I like it, I print it off and I put it in a book. So I've made most of these things in here, and every single one of them has been absolutely brilliant. There's one that I'm going to be doing very soon anyway in a blog later on, but I'm going to do it with a bit of a twist. So I'm basically going to do a tiramisu. It's actually Gino D'Acampo's recipe, and if you use it as a step-by-step guide, you can't go wrong. But the twist that I'm doing, because I make it a lot and everybody absolutely adores it, so the twist I'm going to make on it, I'm going to do it as a chocolate orange instead. So hot chocolate instead of coffee, and I'm going to use Cointreau instead of amaretto. I've never done it before. You'll see it in the future video. We'll see how it looks and how it turns out. I think it's going to be amazing. I really do. I like experimenting. So what I try to do is with a lot of these recipes is actually create the original first, and then I think about it and see if I can replicate it but put my own stamp on it. So that's what I'm going to do. You'll probably see this folder a lot. Right, my next folder is actually two folders because the files are that big. These are, I call the Bible. The reason being they're called the Bible is because, as you probably know, or if I haven't told you, I used to be a chef in the army, and we had something called the Max Manual. The Max Manual is basically every single thing you can imagine related to cooking is in this. It's got absolutely everything. It tells you how to make a stock. It tells you how to make a sauce. It tells you how to do like every kind of pastry. But yeah, it's just absolutely phenomenal. And this is the book I use every single time. When I want to make something, I can just go straight to this. Like I said, it does actually come in two parts because I couldn't fit it all in one folder. So I'll just give you a quick gander of basically what I look at. So this is the Max Manual. As you can see, don't know if you can see that well, but it's got the contents. It's got like fish, it's got hors d'oeuvres, it's got your sauces, it's got absolutely everything. Let me just turn the old face detector off. Let's exit that. So yeah, it's got what you can do with pork. It's got offal. I mean, who likes offal? I mean, there are certain parts I like, but not that much. But it also tells you measurements. It gives you everything. It also gives you what French meanings are. Like mignon is coarse ground. Oh, mignonette is coarse ground pepper. You know, it's got absolutely everything on there. It's got your what your energy values are, your protein, your fats, your carbs. So it can give you an idea of what you're actually putting into your body. It tells you every single cheese and known to man as well. Absolutely every single one of them. And then obviously there's all your recipes and stuff. This is just like your fish side of things. So you got dressed salmon, you got fillets of fish. Yeah, so it's my Bible basically. Anyway, let's turn you back around again. But yeah, it's an absolute phenomenal. I can't live without this basically. This is my Bible. And when I'm not sure about something, I always refer to this because I always find the answer every single time in this. But yeah, so it's like over 500 pages big. That's how big it is. It's just a massive, massive, massive book. But yeah, all the chefs in the army, if they're still using it, that's what they use, and that's what we call it. It's the Bible. On a side note, I went into town today. Obviously, their European market is on today, Christmas thing, and I've come across these things. These are like chocolate mallows with a wafer on them. Best things in the world. There's like different flavours. I'm not going to make you watch me eat one because I'm going to save them for later, but look at them. Look at those beautiful things. I think that one's a Ferrero Rocher as well. Oh, I'm so looking forward to that. Yeah. But yeah, so with regards to the boat situation, as you know, we have come into some money. Sorry, 1 second. Brew. We have come into a bit of money. We're just waiting for the money to actually enter the bank account at the moment. And no, it's nothing dodgy. So, yeah. Why do I keep saying you probably see that on all my videos and you're never going to unsee it or unhear it now. So, yeah. In my kitchen specifically, my essential things that I use in cooking, when I'm baking or if I'm doing a roast joint, I never, ever, ever use metal. So I don't use a baking tray or anything like that. Everything I use, the majority of my cooking, anything in the oven, is ceramic. Without a shadow of doubt, the best thing to do. I find when you're cooking with metal, especially like baking trays and stuff, when you've been washing them or if you put them in the dishwasher, if you're scrubbing them because there's meat stuck to them or whatever, you're actually taking off the top layer and then it's going to end up rusting and it's not good for you. So I steer clear from metal, any kind of metal. There's only like one exception for that, that's my pizza trays. But with my pizza trays, I never put pizzas on top of them anyway. What I do is put greaseproof paper on first, put the pizza base and whatever on top of that, and then I throw them in the oven. And I found that it actually cooks better as well. It doesn't stick to the tray because it's not touching, but it also crisps for some reason it crisps the base of the pizza up as well when you use baking paper. So I do that all the time. Another thing that I never ever use is metal utensils, i.e. like your ladles and stuff like that. There's only, again, one exception, and that's my Chinese ladle, which I use in my wok cooking. That's the only time. The reason being, again, because my wok is designed, it's carbon steel, so it's designed to be able to take a beating, especially with metal. But it's more to do with the fact that it hasn't got any protective surface on it as well. It's like when you buy like a non-stick pan. If you put in metal on metal, you're destroying the pan by using a metal utensil anyway. You're scratching it, and then it's going to start going. It's going to start going rusty again. So if you're going to use any kind of utensil, always either use wood or plastic. So that's what my recommendations are. I mean, you don't have to listen to me, you know, what do I know? So yeah, so that's what I do. I've got to stop saying oh my god, it's even annoying me now. But yeah. Also, I wanted to let you know, I know I've been doing the blogs weekly, but that's because I'm just trying to catch up with myself. But the plan is to do blogs fortnightly. Unless people want me to do more blogs on a weekly basis, I'm open to that idea. But the thing is, like I said before, I do work full time. I'm a truck driver, so I don't really have time during the week to do anything. If I'm going to be able to do any kind of blogging, it's always going to be on a Saturday. And I'm always going to post my blogs on a Sunday morning. So I've already got quite a few videos which are going to be uploaded onto YouTube and then scheduled for each week. So it just helps me not forget to upload something. I can, if I do it and schedule it, at least it's there ready to be live for you guys. So yeah, I want to do a lot more videos concerning narrowboats, but at the moment I can't do anything until we get the money coming to our account. There's not a lot I can do. So yeah, also I am going to be looking at narrowboats very soon anyway. We're going to go to like Norbury Junction, Norbury Wharf, go look at some of the boats there anyway, have a look at the area. We're not going to be staying at that marina. We've already found one, to be fair, so I'm never going to say where I'm staying, purely because it's privacy and also out of respect for other boat owners who are going to be living there. So we have found somewhere which is close to work for both of us, and it's actually very good, so that helps us out. We've already spoken to the marina owner, and they are happy for us to have a spot there. Once we're ready to look for boats, we're going to go back there. We're going to put a deposit down for a spot, and then we can go look for boats, and knowing full well we've got a marina to go to once we find our boat that we want. So that's the plan. I am, as going back to Norbury Wharf, I am going to be like looking. I'm going to take the camera. Obviously, I'm going to show you some of the narrowboats that we're going to be looking at, and I'll explain what we're kind of looking for as well while we're on it. There's also a lovely cafe there that do a fantastic ham, egg and chips, and I want you guys to see that food. It's really good. It's just all so nice. And there's also a pub across the river, canal as well, and they do really, really good food as well. So I'd recommend it to anybody if you ever pass by that area. Anyway, back to it. Going to leave it with you there. Have a good day. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.